Have you ever seen someone who's talented, skillful, and intelligent, yet somehow has nothing to show for it? People admire them. Some even envy them. Not out of hate, but because their talent is so rare, so special. And yet, despite all that skill and potential, they produce nothing. Not because they don't want to, but because they're trapped in laziness. "I'll do it tomorrow," they say. But tomorrow never comes. If that sounds like you, listen closely. There is a method used by Japanese samurai to break the circle of laziness. This method is called shugyo, which means morning rule. This morning rule will finally break the cycle of laziness and get you moving. This is the story of Shiro, a samurai loved by everyone, praised by the nation, feared by enemies, yet destroyed by one hidden weakness. Chapter 1. The Golden Samurai. Shiro was young. Too young, some said, to carry the weight of a name. Yet among the samurai, his name was already spoken with respect. When elders discussed strategy, they listened when Shiro spoke. When blades were drawn, his hands did not shake. He was intelligent, not the kind that showed off, but the kind that understood situations before others did. He was skillful. His movements clean, controlled, almost effortless, as if the sword obeyed him rather than the other way around. And under pressure, when others panicked, Shiro remained calm. Villagers felt safe when he passed by. Children watched him with wide eyes. Parents whispered, "That boy will become something great." Among the samurai, he was trusted, not because he was the strongest, but because he was reliable when it mattered. And his master loved him like a son, not for his talent alone, but for his mind, his courage, and his composure. Many believed Shiro was already complete, a samurai with nothing left to prove. But beneath the respect, beneath the praise, beneath the confidence others saw, Shiro carried a problem, a quiet problem, a hidden problem, one that slept peacefully while success surrounded him, a problem no one noticed. Not yet. Chapter 2. The Ambush. The sun was sinking when Shiro and his closest friend began the journey home. Their mission was simple: deliver a message from their master, and they had done it. The road ahead stretched long and empty, too empty. No birds, no wind, no footsteps but their own. Shiro slowed. His hand brushed the hilt of his sword. Instinct whispered, "Something is wrong." Then, steel flashed. Bandits poured from the trees, from the rocks, from the shadows. They surrounded them. Shiro moved first. His blade cut the air, fast, precise, merciless. His friend fought beside him back to back. Metal screamed against metal. Dust rose. Blood stained the road. One bandit fell. Then another. Then another. For a moment, it seemed skill would be enough. But the enemy kept coming. 10 became 20. 20 became more. Arms grew heavy. Breath shortened. Strength faded. A strike from behind. A knee to the ground. Their swords were knocked away. Surrounded. Wounded. Exhausted. Shiro looked up and realized the truth. No matter how skilled a man is, numbers have a voice. They were bound, captured, and as the bandits dragged them into the forest, the road fell silent again, as if nothing had happened. Chapter 3. The Ransom. The message arrived at dawn. Short, cold, merciless. Pay the ransom, or they die. There was no signature. There was no negotiation. Only a choice. The master read the message once. Then again. He did not ask for advice. He did not call a council. Shiro was not just a student to him. He was family. And so the answer was immediate. He agreed. Gold was gathered. Guards were prepared. The place of negotiation was set. When the day came, the road was lined with armed men, but no one spoke. From the forest, the bandits emerged, and with them, Shiro and his friend, bruised, exhausted, but alive. The sight tightened the master's chest. Chains rattled as they were forced forward. Dust clung to their wounds. Yet Shiro stood straight. The master stepped ahead. Gold laid out before him. His hands were steady. His heart was not. For a moment, the world held its breath. Then, Zero stepped forward. Not in fear, but with purpose. Chapter 4. The Speech That Shook a Nation. Zero lifted his head. His voice did not shake. His eyes did not wander. He spoke once, and the world listened. Master, do not pay them. The air froze. The bandits stared. The samurai stiffened. The villagers held their breath. Silence stretched, heavy and dangerous. Then Zero continued, calm and unafraid. If you pay today, they will return tomorrow. He turned his gaze to the bandits. More sons will be taken. More fathers will disappear. More warriors will die in chains. The bandits laughed, loud, mocking. Certain, Zero did not flinch. Let them kill me, a murmur rippled through the samurai. I would rather die as a martyr than live knowing I helped evil grow stronger. He stood taller. One death can end fear, or feed it. The laughter faded. Behind him, steel whispered from scabbards. Spines straightened, hands tightened on hilts. Then Zero spoke the words that would echo through the land. My death will not be the end. He paused. It will be the beginning of their destruction. And in that moment, words became fire, and fire spreads. Chapter 5, War. Zero's words ignited something ancient. Morale exploded. Steel rang as swords were drawn. Orders were shouted. Fear turned into fury. The samurai charged. The first clash shook the ground. Blades met blades. Shields splintered. Blood soaked the earth. From morning to afternoon to evening. The fight did not stop. Men fell. Dust rose. The air thickened with pain and rage. Zero fought at the center of it all. Unchained, unbroken. By 5 p.m., the tide turned. The bandit leader staggered, dropped to his knees. Then, silence. He was dead. The remaining bandits looked around, saw fear on every face but their own, and ran. Chains were broken. Prisoners freed. Zero stood breathing hard. Alive. The town erupted. Cheers echoed through the streets. Songs were sung by firelight. Stories were told and retold. Children spoke his name with awe. Elders nodded with pride. Zero was no longer just respected. He was a hero. But when the celebration faded, when the doors closed, when the noise died down, the problem remained. Waiting. Chapter 6. The Hero's Secret Weakness. Zero was brave. No one questioned that. But bravery is loud, and weakness is quiet. Zero was lazy. He rose after the sun had already climbed high. While others sharpened their blades at dawn, he turned in his sleep. Training grounds echoed with effort. Grunts, strikes, discipline. Zero was not there. When he did appear, it was only when he felt like it. He told himself stories. I already know the moves. This training is beneath me. I'll do it later. And later always came as nothing. When others pushed their limits, Zero chose comfort. Soft bedding over hard ground. Rest over repetition. Deep inside, he knew the truth. Skill fades without discipline. Strength rots without practice. But knowing is easy. Effort is hard. And comfort always whispered louder. Chapter 7. The Warning. The letter arrived without ceremony. No messenger's speech. No explanation. Just a seal and a threat. The bandits were returning. Revenge. The village changed overnight. Laughter faded. Doors closed earlier. Mothers held their children tighter. Fear moved faster than words. The samurai understood what was coming. At dawn, they trained. At dusk, they trained again. Blades were sharpened until sparks flew. Bodies were pushed past comfort. Preparation became survival. But Zero remained unchanged. Morning came, and he slept. The sun climbed, and he delayed. I'll train in the evening. Evening came. I'm tired. Morning will be better. Morning came again. Nothing. The word he trusted most betrayed him again and again. Tomorrow. But tomorrow never came. Chapter 8. The day everything broke. Thursday morning arrived like any other. Then, a scream tore through the village. The bandits are here! Panic exploded. Feet pounded the ground. Steel rang from every direction. War had returned. Samurai took their positions with practiced precision. Orders were shouted. Lines were formed. Zero was called forward, assigned to fight beside his master, not as a favor, but because they trusted him. The clash was immediate. Swords met. Men fell. The earth shook beneath rage and desperation. Hour after hour, the battle dragged on. The sun climbed, then slowly sank. By 6 p.m., exhaustion gripped every arm. Then it happened. The master faced the bandit leader. Blade against blade, strength against strength. The fight was brutal, balanced. Then, crack! The master's sword shattered. Time slowed. Without hesitation, he seized the bandit leader by the neck and shouted, "Zero, a sword!" Zero reacted instantly. He turned, ran, but something was wrong. His legs felt heavy. His chest burned. His breath broke apart. He forced himself forward. Closer. Not close enough. He threw the sword. It fell short. Too short. Panic rose. He tried again. Took 2 steps. Then collapsed. His body refused him. Before he could rise, a blade flashed. It struck the master from behind. The grip loosened. The master dropped to his knees. The battlefield faded into silence. He turned his head, looked at Zero, not with anger, but with disappointment, and spoke softly, "Zero, you failed me." Then he fell, and did not rise again. Chapter 9. The Price of Laziness. Something inside Zero shattered. Rage replaced pain. He rose, not with strategy, not with thought, but with fury. He cut through the chaos. The bandit leader fell beneath his blade. The remaining bandits saw his eyes, felt the shift in the air, and ran. The battle ended. The village survived. But nothing felt like victory. Zero stood among the fallen, his hands shaking, his heart hollow. The cheers never came. The villagers looked at him, not with pride, but with blame. Whispers followed him. Eyes turned away, and Zero agreed with every accusation. He blamed no one but himself. Food lost its taste. Sleep abandoned him. Days blurred into nights. Nights into silence. He stopped training, stopped speaking, stopped living. The hero disappeared, while still breathing. And the weight of one moment, one choice repeated too many times, crushed everything he once was. Chapter 10. The Old Samurai. One evening, Zero sat under a gnarled tree, broken, silent, and drowning in his shame. An old samurai appeared, moving slowly but with purpose. His eyes, though aged, held the fire of someone who had seen the consequences of weakness and the rewards of discipline. He sat beside Zero. "Why are you crying, young one?" he asked gently. Zero lowered his head. "I killed my master," he whispered, voice breaking. The old man shook his head. "No, your master died because of your laziness." Silence fell. The wind rustled the leaves. Zero's chest tightened. He felt the weight of every wasted day. The old man continued, "You were gifted, smart, skillful, courageous, but skill without discipline is useless. Talent without effort is betrayal. You allowed comfort to rule over purpose. You thought tomorrow would save you, and tomorrow came and crushed you." Zero swallowed hard. What can I do now?" he asked. The old samurai looked at Zero and spoke slowly, each word deliberate. "Listen carefully, boy. Laziness is a silent killer. It creeps in when you ignore your body, mind, and purpose. You must fight it every morning. These rules, they are not suggestions. They are survival. They are what separate a warrior from a man who only thinks he is one." He drew a deep breath and began. Rule 1, rise at dawn. Before the sun touches the earth, you will rise. The world is quiet, your mind is not yet cluttered with excuses, and your body is rested. If you cannot rise early, you give the day to your weaknesses. Even if your body aches, even if your bones protest, stand, move, begin. Rising at dawn is more than a habit. It trains your will to obey action, not comfort. Zero listened, feeling the truth. A warrior who cannot control his own mornings cannot control the battlefield. Rule 2, train every day. Skill is like a river. If you stop feeding it, it dries. Strength is like fire. If you do not stoke it, it dies. You must train every day without excuses. Do not wait to feel inspired. Motivation is a gift of the lazy mind. Discipline is forged in repetition. When you think, I know this move, you are already falling behind. Train anyway, over and over. He leaned closer, voice low. When your body protests, that is when the work matters most. Rule 3. Face your weakness first. The hardest battles are inside. Fear, hesitation, fatigue. These are enemies you carry in your chest. Confront them at the start of your day. If you fear running, run first. If your mind craves comfort, force it to move. Conquer small battles first. They prepare you for the storms ahead. Avoiding them only strengthens them. Zero clenched his fists. The old man's words burned into him. Rule 4, plan and execute. Laziness thrives in chaos. A day without purpose is a day lost. Every morning plan, every day act. Decide what must be done, then do it. No excuses, no delays. And at the end, review your work. Where you failed, accept it. Where you succeeded, learn how to repeat it. Accountability is your sword against weakness. Rule 5, reflect and adjust. At night before sleep, reflect. What did you achieve? What did you fail at? Did you obey the rules or let laziness creep in? If you fail, own it. Do not blame the day, the sun, or the world. Adjust tomorrow. Improve tomorrow. No lesson learned is wasted if you face it honestly. The old man paused and looked into Ciro's eyes. Discipline is not punishment, it is freedom. Following these rules will make you unstoppable. Not because they are hard, but because you will no longer be weak. Laziness will beg you to return. Every day. Fight it. Every morning. Without fail. Ciro swallowed. I understand, he said, voice steady for the first time in months. I will follow these rules. The old samurai nodded. Good. Rise early. Train relentlessly. Face your weakness. Plan with purpose. Reflect with honesty. Do this every day, without exception, and the man you were yesterday will be nothing compared to the warrior you will become. He nodded. I will follow them. And so he did. Day after day, month after month, year after year, he trained. He rose early. He faced his weakness. He refused comfort. And slowly, inexorably, Ciro transformed. From the boy who allowed laziness to claim his master, he became the most feared and respected samurai of his time. Discipline forged him. Consistency made him unstoppable, and the world remembered the lesson. Talent alone is nothing. Discipline conquers all. Ciro's lesson for modern life. Imagine being super talented, super smart, and everyone loves and respects you. That's like Ciro, the samurai in our story. But here's the thing. He almost ruined everything just because he was lazy. See, talent alone isn't enough. You could be the smartest person in the room, but if you don't actually do the work, it won't get you anywhere. That's the first lesson. Second, discipline beats motivation every time. Motivation comes and goes. Sometimes you feel it, sometimes you don't. But discipline is doing the work even when you don't feel like it. Waking up early, learning, practicing, working on your goals, that's what actually builds success. Third, face your weaknesses early. Ciro kept avoiding training, thinking, I'll do it tomorrow, and that delay almost cost him his life. In real life, avoiding your weaknesses, maybe it's procrastination, health, finances, relationships, just makes the problem bigger. Handle it now, not later. Fourth, small daily habits are huge. Ciro's morning rules, getting up, training, reflecting, planning, might seem small, but doing them every single day turned him into a legend. In your life, the same principle applies. 1 hour of practice, one good decision, one small win every day adds up faster than you think. And finally, comfort can kill potential. Staying in your comfort zone feels good. Scrolling endlessly on your phone, binge watching, avoiding tough work. But it doesn't make you better. It doesn't make you stronger. It just keeps you stuck. So, the takeaway? Talent is just the start. Your real growth comes from discipline, daily effort, and facing what scares you the most. Start small. Start now. Because consistency, small actions every day, beats talent that sits on the couch.